actually, this is completely unrelated, but it reminds me because I was watching a video today about Edwardian fashion and like the ideal body shape for Edwardian fashion. And actually back then you really wanted a sloped shoulder look, and they would wear like padding and like do all kinds of like crazy things with their clothes to like kind of give this illusion of sloping shoulders, a very like round, perky bust, very small waist, and then like big hips. Anyways, while I was watching the video, they said that back in the day, that in that time period, the ideal body shape was for the breast measurement to be about 10 inches bigger than the waist, and for the hip measurement to be about 15 inches bigger than the waist. And so actually, if you were already kind of there, you wouldn't even need to wear a corset really. You might wear a corset if you wanted to add some volume and cinch in at certain places if you didn't have that. And if you were like flat chested or didn't have a lot of hips, you would use padding, or like they had like these bra things that like stuck out and gave you this really round chest look that was very helpful if you didn't have a round chest and you were flat. Anyways, I thought that was very interesting because that's like pretty much exactly my body shape. So I have an Edwardian figure. Yeah, they did not believe flat was justice. Not at all. Not at all. So yeah, deepest lore. I feel like some of you guys don't know what I'm talking about. I'll show you guys. Okay, I'll show you this one. So you see how like the shoulders are very sloped in those dresses, and then they wanted the waist to look a lot smaller, like this very like hourglass figure, and that's what was in style back then. That's the thing, is it's all illusion. It's all illusion though, because they went through and they measured the waist size of a lot of the existing gowns that we have from this town, and actually, or from this time period, and I can't remember what the exact number was, but the average waist size was actually like, it was like 36, I think. 34, 36, something like that, which is actually a pretty big waist measurement. So it's actually not that they had like super snatched waists for the most part. It was that they were just like the clothes that they were wearing. And it also wasn't that their corsets were actually squeezing them super tight. It was more the opposite. They were just using the corset to kind of give them this smooth like inner waist. And then they were just building up the breast area and the hip area, and they were using like padding and ruffles. Yeah, it was all like clothing illusions to like create this very shape. And also what I found out today that I didn't know is when you see photographs and stuff from this time period, they photoshopped back then. So when you see like really crazy stuff, a lot of it is literally photoshopped. They photoshopped that stuff. So you can't even trust the pictures that you see. It's true. They've been photoshopping for ages. As long as the camera has existed, you guys. That's for real. That blew my mind. I think that's so cool. I don't know how they can tell. It's something they said like you can see in the photographs, like they scratch it or something. And so they could tell that that's what they were doing. Is that not insanity? But yeah. So it's actually not so much that, I mean, I'm sure some women did like corset themselves pretty tightly. It's the same as it is now. Like some girls will wear really tight corsets even today, or really tight Spanx or whatever. So I'm sure some people did, but it wasn't like everybody did. That wasn't really the expectation. There were like all these other ways that they could get that illusion of that ideal body shape. It was roosery. But if I was in that period, I might not even need to wear a corset. I'm crazy though, so I probably would have anyways. Never satisfied. I'd be like, no, I need it. I need the padding too. No, I'm not good enough. That's how it goes. A different kind of flex would go off. I just thought it was cool. Anyways.
My fellow brothers, in the face of our common dangers, in this winter of our hardship, remember these timeless words, as we can.